Welcome. In front of me is a Google Pixel 5, and today I will show you a couple tweaks and tricks that you can do on this device. Now, disregard this window just popping up out of the blue. It's because it reacts to Google, so yeah. Anyway, to get started, we're going to begin with the style, which is on the Pixel, a neatly organized page where you can customize your display, things like icons, shapes, icon packs, wallpapers and stuff like that. So you can find it under settings and display, and it's somewhere here, style and wallpaper. And as you can see, there's a bunch of those, so we can choose things like fonts and also colors. Now for some reason, there we go, we can create a custom one. So as you can see, there is fonts, which you can choose whichever one you want. Then you have icons for it. Those are the notifications slash notification panel icons. Then we have colors. You can choose what kind of color these are. And then we have icon shape. So you can see it changes the outline of the icons. So choose whichever one you like. And from there we also have the name. So here. So there we go, I just set it up, and now as you can see, things like fonts are changed, colors right here, and shapes of the icons are as well. So there we go. Now moving on to the next option, it's going to be the screen attention. This is a really neat option. Wish a lot of the devices would have that by default, but I think this and Motorola are just a few that have this kind of thing. So just to describe what it does is when you're looking at the display, for instance, reading some text, the front-facing camera will basically look at you in a way. And as long as it knows that you're looking at the text, it detects that you're trying to read something on the display, or overall you're looking at the display, it will keep the screen on. And when you put it down and stop looking at it, it will detect that, and from there the countdown for, well, basically a sleep for a screen will start. So if, for instance, you have a sleep timer of 30 seconds after which the screen basically dims and turns off, once you're not looking at it, that will start, and 30 seconds later it will turn off. But as long as you're looking at the display, it will not start the countdown, and your device will constantly have a screen on. So anyway, to get this enabled, you can find it under the display, and it's right here, screen attention. Simply enable it, and there we go. That's really all it takes. Now, not really great way to showcase this, so it's something that you will have to check yourself. Now anyway, moving on to the next option, it's going to be the screen refresh rate. Now by default it is set to be enabled. It's somewhere in here. Let me quickly try to find it. Oh, there we go. It's called smooth display here. And as you can see, it automatically raises the refresh rate from 60 to 90 for some content, increased battery usage. Now, this is a fairly important part. It will increase or decrease your battery life. So if you check this on, content that you're viewing will look smoother when you're scrolling up and down. Disregard the fact that on the camera I cannot see this right now. It probably looks like 60. That is because I am recording at 60 frames, and anything about that is just kind of lost. But the benefit of it is visible. Everything looks just more smooth and more pleasant to the eye, but at the cost of the battery. So if you prefer to have your battery last longer rather than the display looking nicer, then disable this. And then moving on to the next option, it's going to be the simple split screen, which you can activate by going into the recent, and from there tap on the icon right on the recent application, or hold it precisely, and from there it will give you the two options. We have app info and split screen. And when you enable it, it will show you other recent applications that you can split screen with, but what you can also do is simply go home and find out that you want to split screen with from your home screen. And there we go. Now this works really good with YouTube, where it allows you to, for instance, play a video on YouTube on the top and continue to use your browser at the bottom, and even when you go home, it minimizes it but never stops the video. So anyway, moving on to the next and last option, it's going to be the Fingerprint Swipe for notifications. So what it allows you to do is use the fingerprint to swipe on it down, and it will pull down the notification shade like this, but you just don't have to reach on the top of the screen to get it. So I'm gonna first enable it, which can be found under the settings, system, gestures, and swipe fingerprint for notifications. Enable this. Now if I grab the phone so I can actually get the fingerprint, there we go. So there's a showcase. So anyway, this would conclude all the tweaks and tricks I wanted to share with you, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.